Hello, it's me.
Me!
It absolutely is me. I actually am pretty upset that I couldn't find a way across. I spent about an hour trying to find a way out of this stupid fence. This is the closest I could get. I could get on top of the thing, but it is sealed off. I could not find a way to get off. If you guys remember the coconut brawl video where he was able to get on top of some barrels and stuff over bull room, or shark room. Well, I couldn't do it. So what we're gonna go through today is some spots. So the first thing I want to do is put on my little hat. Now I'm gonna see this spot right here. I'm gonna make this go really fast for you guys. I just shot it. We're gonna go over there and get on top of it, and you're gonna see this angle. Now I feel like I haven't seen anybody really talk about this map very much. Now this map has been out for a little while, and I expect to see some angles and some pretty good gameplay, but I haven't seen any decent gameplay. First things first, we're gonna vault up here, and we're gonna just run across, and you get a pretty decent angle. It'll cover a decent amount of your body from fire. You can't get a whole lot from above, but you will be, I guess, partially safe from somebody just coming in. The next thing is you cannot climb up the stupid vacuum. I've tried, it just doesn't work, and I mean, I haven't seen anybody actually get up on top of here yet, but you can do it if you want to. There's some C4 up there, pick some people. That's about it. There's really not a whole lot you can do on that end of the map, on that end of the garage, but on this side, no, can't get about that. This side, a lot of people jump through this window just to get a really easy 50 points when they enter. Well, I don't want that to happen. I want people to stop doing that. And all those ceilings all hard, so you can't shoot from a sneaky angle like you could in previous maps. So what you're gonna do is open up this side of the wall, maybe in the middle. It'll give you some coverage in case from that shelf right there, in case they shoot back at you. You can option to reinforce this or not. That's up to you. Definitely try to barricade that behind you, maybe a castle or something. But you can, get a good view of that. Now we're gonna go ahead and skip ahead. Now this room is not used, and I don't see it. Now that crazy angle, I mean, you've probably seen it on YouTube. It just isn't used. Nobody really comes to this direction. If they're gonna come from anywhere, they're gonna come from this side. Back the side of the garage. I don't even know what side of the garage that is. But if you do want a stupid angle, here, I just fucking laid down for you guys. Alright? If you really want a stupid angle back here, there you go. There's really no reason to be back here, but alright, so let's just continue. Now, if you want to get on top of the yellow thing, cool, that's a cool thing and all, but if you run across, you can actually get in front of it, and that'll be a sneaky shotgun kill. See, I'm in front of it, lay down, my feet are kind of hanging out. I'm sure I can get them. There, it's behind me. You get a sneaky shotgun kill. I wouldn't rely on that to carry you throughout the game, but it is possible. Now the room above you is the exact same size as the room that you're in right now. So if you want to shoot the corners, it's a very common OBJ. People sit on those corners and just shoot the corners of the room directly underneath it, and I can almost guarantee you, you're gonna eventually hit somebody, if not catch somebody walking across it. Now that particular hole up there is actually in case you're above it, and we're gonna talk about opening up a room up there in a second. I've gotten a kill from it. Actually, I think it was my first try opening it, and it was pretty pleasing. Now the next thing we're gonna talk about is kitchen. There's literally nothing to talk about in kitchen. Kitchen is just a terrible spot. It needs a rework. If you find somebody hanging out right there, you can shoot from that little hole right above that corner. Of course, you can shoot above this hole as well. Yeah, that light is pretty bright, so that's a pretty strong spot for an attacker, because that light is just so bright, and you can't shoot it to go out, not even temporarily. That light is just out. Now let's say you're coming in from here, which isn't super popular anymore, especially from all those runouts. You can actually shoot from up there. See, when you walk through it, you actually didn't notice the hole was there, but if you go upstairs, you can shoot down from there. Now the next thing we're going to talk about is this little hole in between the two doorways and above the light. That is the bathroom. That is the corner of the bathroom. You can shoot people that hide there. Everybody that's on my team ever that goes to dorms hides fucking there. So there's now a counter. Now the ceiling doesn't look breachable, but it is 100% breachable. That ceiling is just fake tile. I don't know. It's just not good quality. Now this hole is here in case you want to target somebody that is attacking window, pushing from that hatch. Now that's a sneaky hatch, so they have a really good spot and a really great angle. And that is the best way to counter that, is to get right up underneath them. If you're not up there already and you're just Mr. Fly. Now I like this little hole, so it goes in line with another, I forget the map. I think it's, I forget the name of the map. But what you can do is throw a Valkyrie cam straight up and you'll have cover of that whole area. You can open up that wall that I was punching earlier. See in there, you can see this staircase. Like, you have a pretty good spot if you open up this floor and throw a Valkyrie can straight up. You can see quite a little bit underneath, just like you saw in Coconut Brawl's video where he had a castle on that door. You can still see underneath. You can open up a little bit more of the door and you see, I guess, a little tiny bit farther. It's a little annoying because the bars are going, you know, left or right. But you might catch people off guard. See them coming. Hop up the staircase a little bit, throw some C4. It's a pretty strong spot if you want to prevent somebody, you know. So here's that hole that we were talking about earlier, where it's in the corner of the bathroom. It's a really easy spot. It's in between two doorways, like you can't miss it. Now occasionally you might see somebody here. I wouldn't put money on it, but it's pretty much right in front of the red chair. And now the red bench over here, right over it, you might find somebody as well. Pretty good spot. Now this one's a hot spot. This is the very bottom of the staircase, which is right outside, and you probably kill somebody sitting there, almost 100%. Now we got a sneaky spot right here. I opened up this wall not too long ago, and I was like, you know, there's got to be a better way than this stupid restricted little room. It's kind of like the same rule with kids' room, how it's really small. You don't want to be stuck inside of it, especially if the whole team's in there. That's awful. You just get fused, right? So I was like, you know, I gotta find another way out. So you can kind of see how this spot, you can counter two directions. Of course, I'd probably barricade the door behind you. You can either open up the left side of that wall, or you can open up the right, or you can open up the right and then sit back here, lay down. You're most likely not going to get seen all the way back here, of course, unless I've seen you do it earlier. Now, I've never seen anybody else do this, so it's a good spot, plus a quick drop down spot where almost nobody goes because it's really kind of out of the way. Now let's go ahead and see how far back we can see. So you don't notice it at first. Like, you gotta realize somebody's back there laying down. The legs aren't sticking out or nothing. Now if you want to counter it, good luck. There's just a lot of space. But directly underneath is that. So if you get a ping, yeah, you can destroy it directly underneath. Or if you want to, if there's a mirror there, like I've been doing, that's kind of my mirror strat. You might be able to hit it, I guess. So as you see right below staircase, that is the very corner. Ooh, I love shooting pots. Alright, I gotta do it again. Oh my gosh, it's so satisfying. Alright, give me all the pots. Those are all mine. Mine. Shoot. Oh yes. Shoot me that one. Scooby-Doo. Ooh. Ah, I love it. Alright. Here's that red bench. Here's that corner. It's literally like, it's not that hard. So it's pretty OP spot if you want to attack somebody from dorms. If you see a Caviera up there and dorms is not OBJ, I can almost guarantee you she'd be one of those spots. Yeah, it's pretty simple. You can cover a good amount of area when you're doing that. Of course, covering more area means that you're more likely to look away right when somebody comes out. So I kind of want to talk about this area again. So that is a corner of a room right there. If you feel like somebody's going to be hiding there, now I highly doubt anyone's going to be hiding there, but you never know. I mean, you just don't. If you wanted to know where it was, that's where it is. So this is the hole that I was talking about earlier, where I was able to counter that doorway from below. Now, if you want to counter the person that is shooting with that direction, you would just climb up the red bench, and then shoot up. Now, I don't get a whole lot of views for Rainbow Six Siege, mainly because I'm not one of the top 6 famous YouTubers like Nancy J, Get Flanked, Coconut Bra, Boilo, Priest, all of those guys. I'm not one of them. Let's be honest. Also, I don't know if this drone hole existed before. If you guys didn't know that, well, there you go. There's a drone hole. Now, I have seen people hide in the corner. Now, you can go ahead and shoot from the floor to the ceiling in that corner. It is completely safe. Now, that's hard. You can't break it. So here is above the main door. As you can see, it's a pretty good freaking view. If you do have a shield, whenever they freaking put the shields back in, you'll be pretty safe. I mean, terrorists do it all the time. Here's that hole on the ground I was talking about. There's really not a whole lot to attack from there, so it's not a good attack spot. But you can, or a good defense spot. It's not a good defense spot. So here's that doorway that we were talking about earlier. As you can see, it covers pretty well. Nobody's gonna expect it. Here's the corner. That corner is super safe. I've seen Clash players hide up there. There's really not much you can do in Garage. There's just not a whole lot you can do. All the ceilings hard. Yeah. So here is that corner, and that's the corner. Yep. All right. I think I just about talked about everything else. If you guys have any questions, if you have any ideas, then feel free to hit me up. The only other thing is I think I'm going to go ahead and rescue the hostage and get the heck on out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good night.